I don't care for cards in all events. None of us do, except perhaps Jessime. And he has such deep principles, I expect it is too soon to know what Felix may do, but I don't think he will become a gamester. Alvestroke laughed. Good God, no. He will be far too busy inventing a steam shuffler or a mechanic dealer to take an interest in mere gaming. How does he go on? Don't tell me he set forth on another steamboat expedition. No, though I collect he is much interested in some project to build ocean-going steamboats. I think he learned about it on his trip to Ramsgate, but I fancy the inventor is an American, for which I am truly thankful. Even Felix couldn't go all that way. I wouldn't risk a groat against the chance. Very likely he will sign on as a cabin boy in a sailing vessel bound for America, and we shall next hear of him in New York. For heaven's sakes, don't put such a notion in his head, Frederica begged. It is precisely the sort of thing he might do, but at the moment he is upstairs in one of the attics, which we gave him for his experiments. Good God! Alvestroke ejaculated. We had wells set on a keg of gunpowder. I'll take my leave before he blows the house up. No. He won't do that. He promised me he would remember this is not our house. You have no objection to his blowing it up if it were your own house? He regarded her with appreciation. Accept my compliments on the fortitude of your mind. How can you be so absurd? Of course I should object to it. I meant only that at home he has a workshop, and he may do as he pleases in it. I see. Does he often blow it up? He never blows it up. He did set a fire to it once, but that was when he was trying to make a new kind of match, which would light without a tinderbox, and there was little damage done, except that he singed his eyebrows off. You are a very good sister, Frederica. Well, I try to be. Another classic from Georgette Heyer. Frederica. At 24, she has placed herself firmly on the shelf in order to properly raise her siblings and ensure that all four have proper livelihoods and secure futures. With her slightly younger brother and heir safely ensconced at Oxford, her primary focus is turned to her extraordinarily beautiful sister, Caris. Frederica is certain she can make a good match, even with her dowdy dowry, if she can only find a sponsor to introduce the girl into London's upper society. Being obliged to overcome her scruples, she decides to apply to the only one of her father's relatives, whom he often described as the best of his relations. Sadly, the best of Mr. Merivale's relations was the most honorable, the Marquis of Alverstoke. To his immediate family members, the younger brother was described as the most provoking, selfish, and disobliging relation whose only consideration is his own comforts. Alverstoke perceives them as tight-fisted and only cares for his money. Of course, Frederica knows nothing of Alverstoke and applies to him for assistance in firing off her beautiful sister anyway. Once he lays eyes upon the stunning Caris, he derives a plan for his own entertainment. Although seemingly beneficial to his new cousins, the Marquis envisions the discomfort and annoyance he will cause his provoking relatives. However, the bored Alverstoke finds his new-found relations interesting, diverting, and anything but boring. Felix is delightful. His inquisitive and short mind for one so young, and his sincerity and openness captivates the Marquis. Jessime's exceptional natural horsemanship impresses him. The entire family's determination to pay their own way astonishes him, and he is surprised to discover he truly likes the family. The more he finds himself ensnared in their lives, the more irresistible they become, especially the eldest daughter. However, the most fashionable and sought-after bachelor of the time is unable to make any romantic headway with the woman. This is another one of Georgette Heyer's favorites. Frederica and her family have one scrape after the other. They're hilarious. They continually surprise the self-absorbed, bored Marquis at how amusing and entertaining life can be when you surround yourself with fresh faces and sincere, delightful people who want nothing more from you than to be your friend. We learn quickly that the bored, self-centered, haughty Marquis is only in need of some mischief and excitement in his life, and the Merrivale siblings are just the ones to give it to him. So if you like humor, if you like a good story, you gotta read Frederica by Georgette Heyer.